Hey everyone, it's Ed with another edition of Ed Talks, and I have my new friend, hip hop artist, musician, and just inspirational speaker, and just good person with a common value system as myself. I'm Sparsh Shah. Welcome, Sparsh, to Ed Talks.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Ed. Hello, everyone at EDTalks. It means a lot. I'm really humbled by all your kind words. It means a lot. And, I've been researching about your story today and all of that, and now being able to hear you in person. It's amazing everything that you've been doing, and I just want to salute you for all of it.
Yeah, well, thank you. And I've been very similarly inspired by your story, and I got all ready for this and saw a lot of your videos. One of your videos, you do a hip hop song. It's sort of a remake of Eminem song. It's like 80 million views.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, that was my cover of Not Afraid you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's very cool.
Thank
So anyways, I'll drop the links to a lot of those videos in the show notes. So to get to 81 million after you're on Ed Talk.
that means a lot.
So it'll bump it up another million. But I thought it'd be fun to have you on for a couple of different reasons. But let's talk first healthcare.
Sure.
Tell us about your healthcare journey.
And there's so many different things. My parents will probably justify this so much better than me, but I came out of the womb with like 40-ish fractures. My mom and dad were first generation immigrants from India, or our first generation immigrants. And so, they didn't even know what my condition, which is osteogenesis imperfecta or brittle bone disorder, even is. The only thing that even gave them any indication that I might not be normal was that I was shorter than normal, like when they checked the ultrasound.
Right.
Then mom's water breaks, and she kind of sees that it's kind of a little abnormally quiet, and it's like they pull me out, the C-section, whatever.
Yeah.
They're doing all the routine checks, and the whole time, water break till the end of the routine checks, I'm breaking bones. So then they find out that, oh wait, this kid must have brittle bones. And for 6 months of my life, I was in the hospital. I was in ICU and then in NICU, all of that.
6 months, right?
Yeah. I'd have 6 diapers on me. Like, they would just pull one out. Yeah, I don't know how they do that. Like, I need to become a parent to understand that. Like, the after those 6 months were done, they told my parents, put him in an institution. They just did not feel that my parents were capable of it, which is, fair enough. With my condition, I was their first child.
Yeah.
And nobody in my family has had something like this.
Yeah.
But my parents were very headstrong. I so thank God for that.
Right.
Yeah, they were like, dude, what do you mean? We're gonna raise our kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They refused to give up. I heard them tell me that. Yeah.
Exactly. And I think, this is a slight more inspirational, sentimental side, but my mom has always told me when I was a baby, I could not even move anything. Like, it was really hard to breathe. Everything, a lot of stuff was broken, but my eyes would follow whoever was there. Like, I would be like.
So she knew something was inside there.
Yeah. Like, it was, as if my eyes were speaking to her and my dad. And I was there, they said I was saying something like, I came here in this world to do something much bigger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't give up.
Yeah. And you are.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Right. God has a purpose for everyone. And it's up to us in our journey to find that purpose and be in alignment with what that is and make things happen, which you're doing. So tell us. So yeah, you had this, I want to jump to music, but I want to finish the healthcare part here.
Sure.
All right. So yeah, now you're up to over 150 fractures.
Yes.
Yeah. I've been keeping up. So as I followed you, I know it was like 40 in the beginning, but then it was 100, 125, 100.
If this makes you feel better, we lost count a long time ago. This is just approximation.
Yeah. And so we're not going to name hospitals because I just don't want to do that. Not that you had a negative experience, but tell us one thing. So you've had this amazing journey in a lot of different health systems that people would recognize the names. And is there one or two things that might come to mind how we can do healthcare better?
Oh, I would say that the biggest thing is to, I think, understand why a family makes the decisions that they make. And I think especially, we talk even about the tradition of family doctors. We talk about these different things. I think I know, especially for someone like me, a really big issue we've had. I remember going to Amsterdam pre-COVID. We had an international OI conference. That was my first time. So it was, I met my physical tribe, for the first time. It was amazing. And a big thing that we talked about was the transition from child to adult care. And I'm 21 now. I'm transitioning but there are still doctors in my life who I'm very blessed are able to say, I will be able to take care of you as long as you live,
Love it.
or as long as I live, whoever dies
Yeah,
first,
right.
God forbid. Um, and it's so comforting, I think, to a family when they know that they can rely on the same expertise and the same network.
Yeah.
And so I would say that the number one thing is to understand why, the importance of a healthcare community and why the family makes the decisions that they do, even if that person might be out of network, or that office might be out of network, or that group of doctors and nurses and surgeons may be out of network. But it's like, we trust them. We can give them our lives. We know that we know that we are in good hands. And so if we can find ways to accommodate that, I think that just makes everything. Yeah, that would be my biggest.
Yeah, I think that's a great one. Yeah, and especially with highly specialized care, like in your situation, and there's a very few experts, and yeah, you should be able to continue their treatment with them, no matter who your insurer might be or the employer. Like I was talking to your dad about that, so I think that's spot on. So you learned at an early age, music became really instrument music.
Yeah.
Unintentional fun, but yeah, you're killing it with some music. So tell us a little bit about how that came about, and what your favorite type of music is.
I appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, well, first of all, I hope I'm not killing it. I hope I'm bringing things to life.
Good point. Fair. I like that. Yes.
I know what you meant. That means a lot. I still feel like I have so much further to go. I guess I'll just give a quick overview of like
Yeah.
my education journey when it comes to music,
Yeah.
but also what has inspired me. I've been singing ever since I could remember, but I started learning Hindustani or North Indian classical vocal music at the age of 6. That's, I'm so grateful to mom and dad because they were the ones who recognized talent and they put me in there.
Nice.
So I've been learning for the past 13 years now. I'm part of the Mewati Gharana, or school of musicians, of discipleship. And I then started doing one-on-one tutoring on and off for quite a few years with piano and like Western vocal music, like around the age of 10, 11. At the same age 10, I wrote my first song.
Cool.
And then at sorry, I'm backtracking. A year before I learned the Angry Birds rap by B. Shah, and that kickstarted my self-taught rap career. And then age 13, I started learning DAWs like Logic and Pro Tools. I know your son also knows so much about this. Or not Pro Tools, but Logic, GarageBand, all this stuff.
Right.
Yeah, like I started just largely that was taught myself, but now I'm in my last year at Berklee College of Music online. So
very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, one of the best music schools in the country, if not the best. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And so I'm doing interdisciplinary music studies as my baccalaureate. So I'm doing literally everything. I'm taking singing classes, songwriting. I wish there was rap. God willing, maybe I'll teach it one day.
Yeah, create the course and teach it.
Yeah.
Love it.
But those things, music business, marketing, production, theory, of course, orchestration, like I even took a game design principles and a computer programming course. So, Berkeley is just beautiful. And like I've just been always leveling up. And that's education in terms of what inspires me. You mentioned hip hop, right? So hip hop, one thing that I really started doing with the Eminem covers, as you may know, is combining my Hindustani, North Indian classical influence with hip hop.
Yeah.
So raga rap. So that's one thing, but I love all genres. For me, it's, as I was telling you earlier, it's about being skin deep. I want to make music that pokes deeper than the skin, that uplifts, and if not uplifts, at least gets you thinking, and if not gets you thinking, at least gets you moving in the sense of like in the deepest parts of you. As I said in the end of, if you don't, are you cool with a couple bars?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so kind of like this. Twinkle eyes, calls divine, will sell my soul, not worth the gold, not here to kill, but spread goodwill, so peace be still, let me share my skills, help us heal. You could tell I'm filled with zeal, because this is only inception, hip-hop's reigning succession. I'm here to help reclaim a lost kingdom faded in regression. So here arrives the next heir to separate the wheat from the tare. I'ma stay bold and I won't be scared, but even at my height, my mission will stay clear. I'm ushering in a new era since we're at a crossroads, stakes are immense. That's why I'm pure rhythm, clean and rinsed. I may not be the rap god, but I am a rap prince.
Love it. That's awesome. Yes.
Thank you.
I'm glad you don't want to get in, what's it called, a rap battle or something? Or what's that called? Like, we're not going to do that.
No.
That would be a big fail. Hey,
Uh,
I know that you speak to a lot of audiences also around the world. So this audience, as I was explaining earlier, largely healthcare and largely leadership of healthcare. What's one message? I know that this is all impromptu, putting you on the spot, but you're good at this. What's one message as we close out? What's one message? It could be anything that's on your
yeah.
heart that you want to share.
I mean, especially I think when we're talking about healthcare, I think the biggest thing that I would say, and I feel like, you know what, everyone is talking about this now, which is amazing. And, you know, we're talking about mental health,
Yeah.
emotional health, spiritual health. And I think, yeah, I mean, it's all of it, you know. I feel like we don't just all need we don't just all need physical physicians. We also need mental physicians, and we need spiritual physicians, and we need emotional physicians.
Yeah.
And I think that I am so excited to see how you know, as the years go on and we start implementing more of this, what we've started to realize in the collective consciousness of healthcare, what we've known for so long. And I think, you know, now it's finally coming back to the spotlight. I'm so excited to see how communities of holistic healthcare start coming together.
Right on.
Because, I mean,
Yeah.
that's, yeah.
Super important. No, that's a good word. Super important. We talk a lot about that in healthcare. Yeah. We've been focused on sick care. We wait for people to get sick and then we make interventions.
Yeah.
We need to be proactive and help people before they even get to that level. So
Exactly.
Sparsh, you're amazing young man. Thank you for being a guest on our show, all impromptu. And we'll drop links in the comments on how to get to some of your videos and your music. And thank you for being a guest on EDTalks.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ed. It was so great to be with you and talk to you and with you all. Thank you.